Hello, and welcome to today's lesson on oxidation and reduction. In this lesson, we will recap the more general definitions of oxidation and reduction in terms of electron transfer. We will also understand how these definitions apply to various chemical reactions. Oxidation is the process by which an atom, molecule, or ion loses electrons. Remember this as oxidation is loss of electrons, or oil. This loss of electrons results in an increase in the oxidation state of the substance being oxidized. Reduction is the process by which an atom, molecule, or ion gains electrons. This can be remembered by reduction is gain of electrons, or RIG. Gaining electrons reduces the oxidation state of the substance being reduced. To help recall these definitions, use the mnemonic OIL RIG, which stands for oxidation is loss, reduction is gain. Even with these electron-based definitions, our previous understanding still holds. Gaining oxygen is still considered oxidation because it typically involves the loss of electrons, and losing oxygen is still considered reduction since it typically involves the gain of electrons. Let's consider a specific example: the reaction between zinc and copper oxide to form zinc oxide and copper. In this reaction, zinc loses electrons to form zinc ions. This is oxidation because zinc is losing electrons. Copper-2 ions in copper oxide gain electrons to form copper atoms. This is reduction because the copper ions are gaining electrons. Note that we can also just observe that zinc is gaining oxygen and copper is losing oxygen, leading to the same conclusions. By understanding oxidation and reduction through the transfer of electrons, we gain a deeper insight into chemical reactions. In today's lesson, we learned that oxidation is the process where an atom, molecule, or ion loses electrons, remembered using the mnemonic OIL. Oxidation is loss of electrons. Conversely, reduction is defined as the gain of electrons, remembered by RIG. Reduction is gain of electrons. We apply these definitions to a chemical reaction between zinc and copper oxide, demonstrating that zinc loses electrons, oxidation, and copper-2 ions gain electrons, reduction. We also identified zinc as the reducing agent, causing reduction by donating electrons, and copper oxide as the oxidizing agent, causing oxidation by accepting electrons. This lesson reinforced our earlier understanding that oxidation often involves the gain of oxygen and reduction the loss of oxygen, while providing a deeper insight into the electron transfer processes underlying many chemical reactions. This broader perspective allows us to more accurately predict and explain the outcomes of various chemical reactions.